And there is another problem in our schools. Right now, districts here in Central Ohio are struggling to fill substitute teacher roles. 10TV found out the problem is being perpetrated by the pandemic and by two different ways.
We know that subbing is very rewarding.
But that role has been harder to fill this year across Central Ohio.
27% of our jobs are unfilled right now, which has become a really big challenge for us.
That's Sharee Wells. She's the assistant superintendent at Hilliard City Schools.
We have a lot of jobs unstaffed, which means that causes a burden for everyone involved.
Wells says the problem is twofold. First, the fear of getting the virus is keeping people from taking the job. And second, when there's a breakout, teachers could be forced to quarantine, causing pressure on staff. She says the priority for all educators is keeping students in the classroom safely.
Our staff and our students are fully masked. We are encouraging everyone to be vaccinated, and we want people to come back to work.
One way the state is trying to keep kids in the classroom is through contact tracing. However, over the summer, Columbus Public Health let dozens of contact tracers go. Now CPH is outsourcing that job to a company called Emoja.
The challenge is an operational one and it's not an intellectual challenge anymore.
Company CEO Sebastian Seiger says the company grew out of Johns Hopkins University. It works with 20 public health departments across the U.S. He says hiring and training is a big issue for him, too.
The faster you do all this, and it is continuous. There are hundreds of cases, so that means there are thousands of contacts. The faster you're doing that, the more you are containing spread.
But it's not just hiring to fill a seat.
You have to train people to have empathy, to have compassion, because what you get back from the person who you're informing.
So with the twofold problem growing in our classrooms, Wells says it comes down to this: our kids.
And the more we have breaks or disruptions in that due to lack of subs, the not further behind, but the more difficult it is to continue that forward momentum with our young people in terms of their learning.